Tada! Welcome to Molly TV.
Hello, everyone. Thank you once again. Thank you once again, and welcome to the Monlu TV. Don't mind this lady with this laughter. She's laughing. Anyway, anyway, the truth is, we really appreciate every one of you that have watched our videos.
Yes, we do.
Yeah, and for those of you that are subscribed, we really appreciate it. For those that have not, we really appreciate if you subscribe, because
Subscribe, like, and share.
yes, it will be really nice.
Tell your friends to tell their friends, their friend.
It will be really nice if you follow us on this journey of ours.
Sure. So you won't miss out.
So you won't miss out.
And also click on the notification button so that when we post new videos, you'll be the first to know. Yes, you.
Exactly. Subscribe. This is extremely important. Like I used to say.
Say what lines like you used to say.
Anyway, we'll be talking about things to consider when moving to a new country in this video. We are doing this video because, times and times again, we've seen lots of people who traveled without adequate knowledge of where they are going to. Some, after getting to where they relocated to, they became stranded and went through a lot of issues.
Sure, you're not lying.
And it is becoming a reoccurring issue. We've seen a lot of stories on social media, and we just decided that we should do this video. It's going to go a long way to our people that watch it. Yeah. That's why you need to share this video.
It's going to be educative.
Yes, you need to share this video. It is very important. We'll just talk about very few,
especially in this era of japa.
Exactly. We'll talk about very few stuffs, very few points that are important to consider when traveling to a new country. Just like you all know, the world is like a book. If you don't travel, you are stuck to one page of that book, which is not, yes, for me, that is it, which is not good. You need to travel more, move around more. If you're going to a new place, of course, you need to do your research. And that's why we'll be talking about research today. That is going to be our first point. Do your research. Make adequate research about
adequate findings.
Exactly, about where you're going to. For me, that's a very important rule, of course, because once you go to a place blindly, then you get problems. Yes, you get problems if you decide to go to a new environment without doing adequate findings. You get problem at the end of the day, get into problems.
Okay,
so do your research. You can do that through social media. As of today, social media is one of the most powerful tools.
Yes, you can even meet people on social media and you can ask questions. They might be the same location as where you're going to, and you can connect from there, ask questions. What's this place like? How is the cost of living? Just have an idea of how the country is, or where the particular city you're going to, how the place is.
Yes, it is very important. You can also use the search engines like Google to read about where you're going to.
Yeah,
it goes a long way.
Have an idea about the weather, what to expect.
Yes, it is important that you do that. Also, you can also check the entry requirements of where you're going to.
Yeah, because different countries have different requirements. Even when you're applying for your visa, there are different requirements required. There are different documents for you to submit for your application. So you need to make your research and know what you need to submit for your visa application. And even at the point of entry, what to go with, what not to carry on you. I think some countries, for example, is it US, they don't allow people to go in with snail.
Yeah, I think you
Depending.
I
So
can't
just for
really.
you to be on the safe side, just make
Yeah.
your inquiry generally to know what and what to expect at the border and what to go with and what to avoid.
Yes. Please make sure you know the requirements and you meet up with them. The entry requirements. You know, the next thing that you need to, consider is your moving costs.
Yeah, so you need to save up.
Yes, of course. Why moving to a new environment? Money is of.
Aside from the money you're going to have for your visa application, money to pay for your flight, or money for your Airbnb or anywhere you're going to stay for the first few, spending on your accommodation, you need extra cash. Just save up, have a spare money, have spare money somewhere. In case you need to buy a car, there are some countries or some places you relocate to, and there's no really good transportation system. That you need to have a car to be able to move from point A to point B, just to make life easier for yourself. And you might even find yourself in some emergency situation that you need to like use money for something urgently. So you just need to have like a backup plan with cash.
Cash is king. That's the general saying. So cash is very important. Sometimes before you get a new job in your new location, probably because of documentation issue or stuffs,
Definitely.
you need to spend cash.
And your bill is running. You don't want to hear that you don't have a job. Immediately you land, there's so many bills to pay. So at least you need to like you have a backup plan or you have money somewhere to like keep paying the bills, depending when you get a job or either one of the couple or anybody gets a job.
Yeah, and this brings us to the next point, which is saving up. You need to save up for your trip. It is extremely important that you save up because without saving up, trust me, you won't have that cash, and that cash is extremely important. You need it in your new country. You can save, in so many ways. You can check it online. You can save through like removing a part of your income every month and saving towards your traveling.
Yeah.
Some people do crowdfunding, but I don't know how reasonable that is these days.
It is if you can do it, trusted people though.
Yeah, if you can, but if you cannot,
No,
please
there
save.
are some bank apps that you can save money. Like you can use Piggy Bank, and I think Access Bank still have some other different banks have different what's it called saving criteria that you can use to save monthly or weekly, depending on what works for you though.
Yeah, that's the truth. Also, you need to plan how you're going to expend your resources. Plan how you're going to spend your money. That's another point.
Yeah, manage your funds, little funds
exactly.
you saved up, or with a lot of funds anyone. But you need to like have a plan towards it. How you're going to execute it. Don't start doing loud spending.
That's true. You don't overspend when you get to a new country. You have to be minimalistic. By spending your money on things that are
Except you have the money, shower, you don't go.
Spending the money on things that are extremely important, not spending the money on unnecessary things. It is very important that you please know how to spend your money. The next point is thinking about your accommodation. Especially if you go to cold countries and you arrive during the winter, accommodation is very important. You don't want to sleep outside in the snow because you don't want to kill yourself.
But you can get Airbnb before you relocate, before you move. Just pick a date of when you want to move in and make your payments.
That's a good point.
Or if you have a family friend that is ready to like take you people in or take you in, depending when you sort yourself out, depending on what works for you.
That's true.
Accommodation is key. You have to plan it ahead. You can't plan it on when you just arrive into the country. You have to plan it ahead.
That's true. That's the same.
So you're getting an Airbnb or hotel. That's why you need to save up because you need money to pay for that.
Exactly. The next thing you have to think about is getting your documents. It is extremely important that you get your documents if you want to stay in a new country you are relocating to.
When you're saying documents like what?
Like these like certificates, from maybe university, professional certificates.
Oh.
I think those are very important, because you will cut yourself off from opportunities
Okay.
if you can't prove that you have some basic skills, and if you can't,
True.
yes, if you can't prove through your certifications, you might not even get to the interview stage in most cases.
You mean when you're looking for a job?
Exactly. So that's why
Okay.
certificates are very important. Dust them up, put them in your envelopes, pack them very well.
But you also need to also work on your CV aside from certificate.
Exactly. That's true. That's a very good point. You have to know the CV format for this new country.
Yeah, because
Yes.
different countries have different ways they write their CV. I think in Nigeria you put your date of birth, you put in some countries, like I think UK for example, you don't have to put your state of origin, date of birth, and the rest. And in India, I think you have to put your weight, your height, your complexion. So different
Really?
yes.
That's serious.
Is it India or Philippines? Either one of them.
Wow.
They used to add height.
Wow.
Add all those extra. So just make an inquiry online about how the CV is format for any country you have.
That's good. The last point we'll be talking about tonight is that you should get ready to work. You must be ready to work. Most of the times we have this idea in our head of how this new place we are going to is going to be, and you get there and it's a bit different.
Sure. Yeah.
You might think immediately you get there, oh, I work in a bank, I'm going to get a job with a very big bank. Most of the time, that is not the reality.
Yeah, but you might be lucky enough, you never can tell.
Yeah, you might be lucky, but oftentimes, that's not the reality. And you can't just sit down in one place and say, oh, until I get that banking job.
Before you can just do something else, maybe when you get your dream job, let's put it that way.
Exactly. So please be ready to work. Try as much as possible to, make up your mind and understand that you need to work when you get that new country, because most of the times your bills will be piling up and you need to pay for them. So these are
sorry
the
to cut you short, if you don't mind me asking.
Okay.
Well, which of these points or which of these steps did you take while we were relocating?
The truth is, it took us a bit of time to plan our relocation to a new country, But at the end of the day,
But I think we made the research of what we're going to do because we know where we're going.
Of course. I can remember that we had 2 locations, and one was cheaper than the other. But at the end of the day, we went to the more expensive place, and but at the end of the day, we left and relocated to a city of our choice.
Yeah.
And that was okay. But then you have to make your research, know about the expenses, the cost, the security of that environment. Sure. Sometimes you have to go more deep. Maybe there's extreme racism or any other problem around that environment. The opportunities that are there, are you going to be able to key into those opportunities?
Yeah.
Those are the things you need to think and do your research. At the end of the day, if you do that, life will be a bit easier for you, and it will be easy for you to get assimilated into the system.
Sure.
So these are the few points we just want to talk about today.
Yeah, learn from them.
And I think it's going to go a long way to help a lot of people.
Sure. You
can share it for your friends. You can share it for family members. The video. Hopefully, we'll be back soon to give you another set of points.
Yes, and don't forget to subscribe, like, and share, and press the notification button.
Yes, press that notification button and subscribe.
Yes, press the button, please. Thank you.
Thank you. All right. Bye. Take care.